I'm Stuart Stotts, and I'm a songwriter, and I work with the art of lyric writing, connecting with a variety of different curricular areas. When I collect lyric writing and other parts of the curriculum, most of my work is with kids in the upper elementary levels, grade 3, 4, and 5. The work that students do focuses on creating original lyrics, verses, to songs that demonstrate an understanding of a subject area that they've been studying. And it has a fairly wide application because we might be working in history or having them demonstrate their understanding of text that they've read, literature, science as well. Any of those kinds of concepts can be synthesized into the verses that they'll write. When students are writing their verses, they'll begin in brainstorming what they know. So if we were studying a subject like metamorphosis, I might use a smartboard or a whiteboard or a blackboard or a large piece of paper to just put up what do kids know. I'd then lead them in the process of thinking about, out of what they know, what is it that they want to communicate? Because there's too much up there to get across. And that would include considering what's important or essential about that information. And then coming to what might be a good first line that fits into a rhythm, thinking about the overall structure of the verse and the rhymes that would be part of that. And then once they've rehearsed that, edited it, made changes perhaps for meaning or for rhythm, then their next job is to sing it. We would keep singing it and edit it because the way in which you sing it gives you some clues about where it needs to be edited. So the writing process is not simply brainstorming and coming up with a first draft. There's an editing that goes on both for meaning and for structure. What I find is that teachers can gauge their students' understanding, first of all, in the beginning by what they put up about what they know, by their ability to identify what's important or essential about it. And then as they begin to create the verse, kids will put up another idea or correct someone, for example. Wait a minute, that's not what we learned. It goes like this. And so their students themselves are checking themselves for meaning and accuracy and understanding. And a teacher gets to observe all this, but it might also reveal some gaps in knowledge that could then be built on later. Students enjoy this process, mostly, I believe, because they love music. And music is so central to most students' experience outside of school anyway. The level of energy and excitement is so high that often teachers are very surprised. These are my kids singing, and we also know that often it is kids who may not shine in another format or learning kind of approach that come to the forefront when music is involved. I do this work because it's joyful, and the children respond to the opportunity to be joyful in school, although it may not always fit with what our image of education is, as in very serious. And I think children are very serious learners at the same time that they can be joyful.